That's Nicko. Oh, come on, of course we do.
Right, that was the Beathogs with Tiger Shark of Rock, and we are so very lucky to have them in the studio today with us. And first and foremost, we're going to say a great big hello to everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
There you go.
How you doing,
Tina? Good, thank you. Now, David, you are our lead vocalist, am I right in saying that?
I sing on this song and play rhythm guitar, that's right, yeah.
Okay.
That was so cool.
Yeah, cool, I'm glad you liked it.
And from the way that they sound on the track just now, and the way these guys are, they're soft, and they're gentle, and they're humble. I sing this song. And when they sing, it's solid rock. I tell you, it's a completely new sound for Kenyan rock. Normally it's soft and mellow and... Can I say this?
This is just our daytime look. This is that's our nighttime sound.
Okay. Now, David, we were discussing a bit earlier on about how this is a new sound for Kenyan rock, as it were, because it's a lot more mellow with the types of Murphy's Floor and all this. It's very refreshing to hear this hard rock.
Well, I should mention that's Joanna Hoff from Murphy's Flaw playing keyboards on that song. So
you're conjoined.
We're conjoined, yeah. We're related. We're very well related to Murphy's Flaw. Yeah, this is a band we really love. But no, I kind of disagree. I think there's a lot of rock and roll music here in Kenya that kind of goes underground, and that's very interesting. But there's a lot of excellent bands here. One of my very favorite Nairobi rock bands is Ueta. And this is a fantastic band. We played with them at Memorial Park at Bioside, and that was actually just the day after Michael Jackson died, and they played a heavy metal version of Beat It, and I said, wow, man, why didn't I think of that, But there's a lot of other bands, like Seismic and Bloodshed and LYT, Last Year's Tragedies. I think there's a huge, sort of a huge underground movement here in Nairobi that's just waiting to sort of burst out onto the scene.
Completely, because generally the normal conversation is that Kenya doesn't have a lot of rock bands. Is it a very hard genre of music to break into in this country?
Well, yeah, I think people don't naturally think of even, you can say in general terms of Africa and rock and roll or punk rock music, but I think here in Kenya there's a lot going on. Let me mention a project that we're working on right now, which is a compilation of underground rock and roll bands from Nairobi. We're working under the working title, Can You Hear Me? Oh, wow. And it says exactly that how do these underground bands get started? It isn't mainstream music. Punk rock and rock and roll is not. It's underground music. But myself, I grew up living through punk rock in Southern California, and watched the same sort of progression of kids in small clubs playing, kids getting right up out of the audience and getting on stage and doing it themselves. And I'm seeing the same thing here in Nairobi. I think there's a lot of potential for this scene to really explode.
So things like the Rocktober Fest, which is taking place this Saturday, and you are participating in the Rocktober Fest, is the best kind of event to get into and to rev up this, as it were, rock movement in this country.
Yeah, I think people are going to see, when we see something like Rocktober Fest, they see really just how big rock and roll, underground music is here in Nairobi. This is a great opportunity to sort of firsthand see the scene that's percolating under the surface.
Well, fantastic. Thank you very much, David. Coming up, we'll be talking more to David and hearing some live music from the Beathogs and the guitarist, Miss Njeri. And our 3 Running Free is dedicated to the Beathogs. First and foremost, we're going to have The Perils of Life, and then we're going on to A Ride With Me, and finally we'll end with Tropical Years. So do let us know what you think of all this fantastic Kenyan rock music.
I call you. What are you doing? Explain yourself, Charles.
Okay.